everyone, we just free to back again with another review. This is the bicycle leaf packs in red and green. These are actually gold leaf packs, as you can see. These are a couple of versions that were just put out by Gamblers Warehouse, actually playingcards.net, which Gamblers Warehouse owns. Initially it went through Kickstarter, but it's now available on their website, and it's just another one of their recolors, reprints. They've done the same thing originally with the bicycle dragon backs, which are probably the most popular ones they did, and they were pretty cool in green and yellow. And also not too long ago they did bicycle skull decks, which left me scratching my head a little bit because they're not exactly the most popular deck out there, so I don't know why they would do that. But this one is a different scenario. This one is a little bit more popular. Front of the box, we'll show you quickly. One is red, one is green. It says bicycle, trusted since 1885. Playing cards, leaf back on the bottom. And you see the nice maple leaves on there. Pretty cool. I like it, especially being Canadian. It says Ericus and Finis, made in USA on the one side. First in Font, playing cards on it on the other side. A little bit odd because usually USBC does that on their deck, so I'm surprised they would allow somebody else to use that, but whatever. And standard size, standard face on top, not a surprise. Bottom USBC info, playingcards.net logo. It says playingcards.net by Gamblers Warehouse. And the back, you see the back design, which is red and gold. And this one is same thing, except it's green and gold. Standard black seals, by the way. These are actually good for the holidays because they got the Christmas colors on them, green, red, and gold. And I'm still they're selling for only like $4.95, so it's not a bad deal. Inside you get a couple of ad cards. This one specifically mentions card collecting, and that they have the latest and hottest decks in Magic and card collecting from all the big websites. And you see the back design on the other side. That's nice. I like leaf backs, and this is a nice. It's a nice upgrade to the leaf back, and it almost looks like it has metallic inks. I'm not 100% sure, but it almost looks like it. I could be wrong though. It probably doesn't. Now, considering the standardness and the price tag, I'd be surprised if it did. It doesn't appear to, but it is nice and shiny nonetheless. And then you get another one for customizing playing cards and poker tips with Gamblers Warehouse. If we get to the cards themselves, you do get a standard USB-C Joker. Not a big surprise. If you're not familiar with them, they simply say Joker on top. They got a US logo in the corner, which stands for USB-C, or United States, I guess. And it's what looks like a king on a bicycle, and it says 808 on this little rock that he's riding by. And that's that. There is one more Joker in this deck, and it is the exact same thing except in color. Which again is just standard. It would have been nice if they had actually used the color of the backs of the cards, the red and the gold and the green and the gold, on the Jokers, and likewise on the court cards. But they didn't do that. The Ace of Spades also standard, says Bicycle 808 on top. United States Playing Card Company, made USA on the bottom with that spade deck with the Lady Liberty. And that's that. The rest of the cards are completely standard number cards and court cards. Not a big surprise, like I said. Would have been nice if they had used the colors on the court cards, but they didn't do that. Not a big deal, but would have been nice. I mean, at the very least, with the skull decks, they had some custom coloring, and the dragon backs, they also definitely had custom coloring. So you could almost expect it with these decks, but they didn't do that. So you get a bicycle stock Ericus and Finis, which is standard. Handles pretty good. It looks pretty good. I like them. I like leaf backs. I actually have one of the old school vintage versions. It's very happy to get that in my collection. I do have reviews of the other ones on my channel as well if you want to check them out. I'll quickly show you the green one. We all get into the cards because they are the same. I'll get rid of the ad cards. And you can see it's the exact same thing. My apologies. in green and gold. Like I said, you can get these at playingcards.net, which is their website. And I'm sure other card shops, magic shops will have them. I'm not sure if collectible playing cards will have them because they're kind of the competitor. But collectible playing cards has a lot of other cool decks. And you can go there, use the code BJLC32, and you get 10% off your order. And use the code VIC10, you get $10 off your membership. And what more could you ask for? That's what I got. I'll see you next time.